الدين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم أجمعين من الآن إلى يوم الدين. صلوا على محمد
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
قال إمام باقر عليه السلام
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
ينادي مناد كل يوم يا ابن آدم لد للموت واجمع للفناء وابن للخراب. Please recite aloud salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
इमाम बाकर अलैहिस्सलाम फरमाते हैं कि एक मुनादी है जो हर रोज एक निदा देता है, एक निदा देने वाला है फरिश्ता जो हर रोज एक निदा देता है। क्या निदा देता है? यब्ना आदम, ओ आदम के बेटे, ओ सन ऑफ आदम, लिद लिल मौते, give birth for death, wajma lil fana, and gather stuff for destruction, wabna lil kharab, and build all these construction and everything for kharab. Then in the end it will destroy. So inshallah, today we are doing this Majlis of Isal Sawab instead of our regular series. Basically, we decided that we will switch today for the ihram of these, for Isal Sawab of all these marhumeen. We'll do Majlis of Isal Sawab. Please recite aloud salawat.
اللهم صل على محمد وعلى محمد.
So, it was a request that we'll talk about death. And in fact, talking about death is the smartest thing. Someone asked from Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, so who's the most smartest person? Who's a shrewd person in this world? Man akiyasun nas. Who is the smartest person? Wa akramun nas. And the host, who is the most honorable person? Qala, responded by Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, aktharuhum dhikran lil maut. The one, his remembrance most of the time is through death. Wa ashadduhum isti'dadan lahu, and is most prepared for the death. Ulaika humul akiyas. Prophet said, those are the people, they are the smartest one. ذهبوا بشرف الدنيا وكرامة الآخرة. They acquire the sharafat of dunya and karamat of akhirah. Please recite aloud, sir. I know it's a long topic. In fact, this is the topic I'm running in a series over there in Houston. It's almost like 7, 8 majalis I did on this subject. And we are going step by step, all the phases of the death. Today I decided to, inshallah, discuss about ihtidar. Ihtidar is one of the phases of the death. But then, first of all, let me describe this hadith for the children, and then I'm going to switch to Urdu, inshallah. Okay? Please recite aloud salawat. So, what that mean? That Prophet said the smartest person is the one who is remembering death all the time. What that mean? What that mean? Let me ask you this. If you know that, and I think Brother Jafaria knows because he listens to all these majalis, so he knows what I'm talking about. The smartest one, for example, you know your goal. You're going to school, right? And you know that in the end, You have to give exam. If you're prepared all the time, can I ask this one? Who is the most smartest student? The one who is keeping an eye for exam, right? Exam date, not only the date, but the content, the way they present the question, right? That's what they do, right? They know that's how the SAT exam will come, so they make preparation accordingly. The GRE, GMAT, all these exams, the way they are, what they do, they let you prepare accordingly. So the smartest person is the one who is looking for the goal. He's looking for the goal and preparing himself accordingly. That's why we call it smartest one, right? You know, the people there, they get the highest grade because they're preparing themselves every day for the exams days. Not the one basically they wake up on night and says, hey, tomorrow I have an exam. I'm going to study all night today, right? They don't. By luckily they may win, okay, but not most of the time. The smartest one is the one who's preparing from the very first day, right? So just apply the same formula over here. When Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that in this world, the smartest one is the one who is remembering the death all the time. And the best one is the one who is preparing for the death himself. What that means? How it's comparable with this exam? Well, what's our goal? What's our goal? What's the goal of all the humans? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clearly mentioned, Kullu nafsin za'iqatul maut, right? Every nafs, every single person in this world, not only in this world, in this universe, not only in this universe, like in this whole system of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, every single one will taste death, right? Even Malakul Maut, the angel of the death, at the end, he will taste death. He will die before Qiyamah. So that's the result. That's an ultimate goal. Okay, that's where we have to go. Then why should we have to remember the death? Hey, Maulana, if I don't remember the death, it makes me sad. It doesn't make me smart. I'm sad. Look, oh my God, I have to think about the death. I barely remember that, okay, my grandfather, when he died, I was sad for so many days. You want me to stay sad all the time? Is that what it is? No, that's not the case. I'm not talking about other people's death. I'm talking about your own death. Everyone has to prepare for his own death. So what is death? That person is sad because he thinks the death is an end. Death is a finish line. Destruction, that's it. Not more than that. Not more than that. Nada. Finish. Right? Death, oh my God, gone. Right? No, death is not that. Death is not that. You know, that's a little bit above than children, but they know most of them. Okay? But then, you know, as soon as someone, a lady, get pregnant, what's the first thing they know? They go to the lady doctor, and the first thing the lady doctor say, your labor date will be that day. Hey, they're looking for the end game, right? They're not looking for the process. The date they are talking about is the labor. When the labor will come, expected, right? Okay, the child will be expected like 9 months from now, 7 months from now, 8 months from now, right? Okay, Malana, all right, you're confusing me. What that mean? This birth has to do with this death. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. How it's the same thing? Now, need to understand this part. If you understand this part, you will understand the meaning of the life, okay? Guys, we do not have one pregnancies, we have two pregnancies. Okay, we have two pregnancies. Always remember that. I'm not joking. Okay, I'm not doing a speech. That's the truth I'm talking about. Okay, there are two pregnancies we face. One pregnancy in mother's womb. Okay? The second pregnancy in this world. There are two pregnancies. Okay? Yeah. Did you heard that the child, that sometimes mothers, they have twins? Sometimes they have, what, 3, 4, 7, 8. Well, in this world, we are all this in the same pregnancy, billions, okay? Billions. All of us in the womb of this world, okay? Womb of this world, that's it. Okay? Here, compare that. Compare this, just this part, okay? Look, in mother's, honestly, I'm serious. I'm not joking. I'm serious, okay? No, you guys are laughing. Why are you guys laughing? I'm serious.
I know.
All right, I'm gonna explain. Okay, so here, look, there are two phases. Okay, human, they have two dimensions. Okay, are you only body? No, right? You can differentiate that, right? This is because we are not only body, we also have a soul, right? So we are two part. Okay, in mother's womb, what's happened? What's happened? The body build. Okay, this mother's womb is a factory to build the human body. And that's exactly what happened. When the child born, everything is built, right? The heart is working, the lungs are working, like he can see. Of course, he was not over there not seeing, so he was like trying to open his eyes and start seeing a little bit, right? Because he's not used to with all these lights and news and everything, right? But because he's coming from a smaller world, right? Yeah, their fingers are there. They're moving their fingers. They're like running their legs. Everything is functioning in this factory of mother's womb. Okay, that's there. Here, right? What's happening here? The body is building. Okay, body is building in mother's womb, and there's a period. Now, who is building body here? Allah, right? Mother is not doing anything. Allah is building the body, right? That's why the process, because the factory run by Allah is like 97%, 99% success, right? 99%, more than 99% the children birth basically is normal. Only like maybe 1% out of these billions, they have some defect. And again, the defects, the reason goes for genes and so many other things, mother side. But then 99%, it's healthy baby. Okay, what's happened here? Okay, over here there is also death happen. Death mean, death mean? What does death mean? The word for the death is, in Arabic is tawaffa. Tawaffa mean grabbing something completely. Okay, grabbing something completely. Okay, so no, at the time of the, like for example, when the body get built here in the mother's womb, what happened? It's a time. It's a time. Okay. Now he has to move. He has to move. So the nurse or someone will do yatawaffa, will hold the body and get it out. Right? Yatawaffa. But then look at this. Compare this. Now in this world, we are also have a second pregnancy right now. Right now, we are in the pregnancy. By the way, we are delivering a speech under the pregnancies. Okay, in the mother's womb. Okay, we have all these activities. Okay, these billions of the kids, they're brothers and sisters. They're like having all this fun over here. So at the time of the death here, right, there will be another yatawaffa. What is that yatawaffa? That angel will come instead of the nurse, and he's gonna yatawaffa. He's gonna hold the soul out. See that he's gonna hold the soul out. He's removed the soul from this body. All right. So mother's womb, because it's a process of building body. So they're gonna see in Urdu it's a good word. In Urdu, death is mean what? Intaqal. Intaqal mean transforming, right? Transforming from this world to this bigger world. Transforming this small world of mother's womb. Imagine, compare the mother's womb with this universe. Imagine how big it is. How big it is, this universe. And mother's womb is such a small, right? Right? Here in mother's womb, He has teeth and everything, the digestive system, eyes, but he's not using it. He's not using it. He's getting his food through umbilical cord, right? That's it. That's it. That's how his body is functioning. That's how his body. But still, Allah is developing his eyes, his heart, his lungs. He's not breathing. Even if he's breathing, I don't know if he's using that lungs or not over there, right? But it's still, the lungs are there, the heart is over there, the blood circulation is over there, everything is over there. Where are you going to use it? In this world. Okay? In this world. The body will come out and start breathing. Now, compared to this world versus other world, in mother womb, it's such a small place. This world is, oh my God, compared to mother's womb. Woo! Right? If someone will tell this child in mother womb, hey, you know what? This world, the next one is huge. He says, oh, get out. You're doing joke. You're sure. How can such be bigger than that, right? The same way. Same way. From this world to the next world is so huge you cannot even imagine. And what they're doing over there, they're removing this soul out from the body. Body gonna stay here. The same way the umbilical cord was there. That was the source of the body to get the food, right? What they do? It died. What they do? They buried that umbilical cord. What they're gonna do with the body? The body is not useful anymore. They're gonna bury the dead body. Here's the soul. That's what you. Okay. And now the real life will start. Now the real life will start, which will be for billions. In fact, I should not use even billion or trillion. That's for abad, forever. It's forever. Okay, that's the real life. That's our purpose. Okay, so we are not completely born. Okay, we are in the process of birth. Please recite aloud, Salah. Do I need to continue in English or can I transform to what you want? From the ladies' side. English? Is there any Urdu one? You sure? I don't want to get a letter later on. Maulana, your promise was Urdu. Okay, what I'm going to do? Let's do this. How many minutes I have? What time is the Salah time?
45.
8:45? All right. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to last 15 minutes. I will do Masai in Urdu. All right? Good? Agree? Please have a loud salah. I want to see by the salawat they are agreeing to this. I think the Urdu people are more. Let me hear the salawat again. All right. Very good. Please recite the salawat. So guys, now understand. Tomorrow I'm going to talk about the philosophy of Ramadan. Okay, in this world, Salah, Psalm, and everything. What did I say? I find sitting over here, you're listening fine.
Yeah.
There is no problem. Okay, because sometimes I feel that I can stay here. So please recite aloud. So what did I say about the body? Who's building the body? Allah. Now who's building the soul? Think about it again. Ourselves. Now the duty changed. Again, that's how you're going to earn the paradise or the hellfire, right? That's how you're going to do it. Now Allah gave you a free will. Now you have to build your soul. Okay? Now, again, not completely, because everything is effective by Allah. Allah is doing it, but He gave you the free will. Okay? He gave you the free will. You have to drive. He's going to help you, but you have to drive. You're sitting on a driving seat. Okay? You have to build your soul. You have to build the eyes of your soul. No, I already have an eyes. No, that's an eye of this body. Okay? There's an eye for the soul as well. You have to build the heart of your soul. Oh, I have a heart. No, I'm not talking about that heart. Okay? You have to build ears of your soul. I do have an ear. No, I'm not talking about this ear. I'm talking about the ears of soul. Okay? Maulana, do you have any proof? Why are you talking about this thing? Look, I'm going to give you this. I'm going to recite this ayah. Immediately you will understand. Surah Araf. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned, وَلَقَدْ ذَرَانَا لِجَهَنَّمَ كَثِيرًا مِنَ الْجِنِّ وَالْإِنسِ. I'm not going to translate that part, okay? Okay, let me translate. I made majority of the people. Don't say that tomorrow that majority of the people what they are doing, okay? Majority of the people, majority of the jinn and ins, the majority of genie and humans, they got created for لِجَهَنَّمَ. Kathir لِجَهَنَّمَ. I'm sorry. So, Kathir for Jahannam. What's their problem? Why they've been built for the Jahannam? They have one problem. They did not build themselves. Lahum qulubun la yafqahuna biha. They had heart because not functioning. Lahum ayunun. They have eyes. La yubsiruna biha. They were not able to see by those eyes. Lahum ayunun la yasma'una biha. They were not able to listen. Ulaika kal an'am. They were like animals. Balhum adal. But worse than that. Ulaika humul ghafilun. They are the heedless one. Please recite aloud, sir. So it means that we have to build. Okay, guys? We have to build. Now, you ask me so many times, right? And you ask your dad and mom so many times, Mom, why should I pray? Why should I fast? Because with this praying and fasting, you're building your soul. Okay? You're building the heart of your soul. You're building your willpower. Okay? Imagine a child born in this world with a hole in his heart, with not a proper lungs. What are you going to do? What's going to happen? As soon as the child will come in this world, his lungs are not working. He's trying to breathe. You know, the same oxygen, which is a ni'mah and blessing for all the healthy children, it's a zahmat, it's a problem for this child. He cannot breathe. The same environment is a Jahannam for this child. Okay? So they will end up putting this child on ventilator. They end up putting this child on ventilator. Okay? Same way, in the other world, if you're not going to build your lungs and heart and eyes and all your limbs of the soul, they're defective. When the angels, they're going to separate this soul from the body and they're going to take them to Barzakh, to another world. Over there, this person doesn't have a proper eyes, he will be blind. He has not have a proper lungs, he will start feeling this fishar. Now you understand fishar qabr? That fishar, that stress of qabr mean because this body is not capable to breathe over there. So they will the angel will force to take this person to a big ventilator. Now this ventilator is a little bit hot, which means that's a hellfire. Okay, that's it. That's a process. That's the whole process. Please recite it. I'm not joking. Okay, this is the reality. That's the reality. Now, and again, I'm going to tell you what this salat and som is doing with you. What's the benefit? We do not understand so many things. Okay. Like the child in the mother's womb, he doesn't understand what's going on with him, although he has no free will over there. Someone is building everything for him. Here we do have a free will. Okay? So now you understand how important this religion is. The religion is that recipe to build your soul. Religion is a recipe to give you the strong willpower. Okay? You know, this is the practice. Let me give you some hints. You know, that like yesterday I said that, look, God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, has no problem with you. He still loves you. Whether you're straighting straight, right? Or you're scratching yourself, or you're eating, or you're moving your hand like that. He still loves you. But He's giving you some control. Because you know, there is a fight between you and your instincts, right? You have instincts and your soul has something. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, all right, stand up there in the mihrab, on the janamaz, and you say, Allahu Akbar. This is what that called? The people they are going to Sunday school, what this takbir called? Takbiratul Ihram. Takbiratul Ihram. What that mean? Ihram means a takbir which make something haram on you, which was not haram before, right? Before you said takbiratul ihram, you were eating something. Eating was not haram. But as soon as you said takbiratul ihram, your eating is haram now. It's not allowed. It's prohibited. Your drinking is prohibited. Your movement is prohibited. Your scratching unnecessary is prohibited. Why? Because it's a control. You're in a gym. You're in a practice ground where you need to give control to your soul. Okay? Not to your instinct. Your soul need to get this practice every day. That when is the stand, the soul need to get the control back from the instincts. Okay? So your willpower is strong. Your willpower is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. You know, some people they ask, okay, what's the disadvantage of listening music? Right? That's a major question we ask. Ayatollah Shahabadi, he was an Arif. And you know, Urafa, they had sometime this other world get open for them and they see the reality. You don't see that. You don't see this reality right now because our soul is confined with this body. So they see the other side of reality. So he was Ayatollah Shahabadi. Is a teacher of Imam Khomeini. He was a teacher in Ustad for Imam Khomeini. He used to say that, and Imam Khomeini wrote this in his book. He said that one of the disadvantage of listening to music that it will make your willpower weak. Your willpower become weaker. Okay? So again, that willpower is very important for the next word. Why? Here's the news for you. You have to order your own world, your own palace, your own river, your own trees in paradise. You have to build your own paradise. What that mean? With your strong willpower, you says happen and it happened. Okay? Still, angels they're building it, but it's you who's saying it. Kun, and it's happening. Kun and happening. You need to have a strong willpower. If you do not have a strong willpower, you will be just there. And you will go to this world after death and they say, well, by the way, they're going to ask from Allah, angel, we brought him, he doesn't have anything. And he says, well, take him to the ventilator. First of all, he doesn't have a willpower. His lungs are not developed. His heart is not developed. His heart has so many holes. He cannot see. He cannot listen. What he has to do, he has to get cleansing. And cleansing over there is through fire. Okay? Again, that's out of love. Okay? That's out of love. And how can it be love? Hey, it is love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The same way the mother, what she does, if a child, mother is saying, oh my child, do not go near to this This is knife. This knife is dangerous for you. Don't do that. Do not play with the knife. Do not go near to this heater. Okay, it's gonna burn your hand. Do not do that. And the child is not listening. Mother is saying, don't do that, please. It's gonna hurt you. But the child is not listening. He hurt his hand, and now he got a wound. And the mother is saying, okay, even if you got the wounds, you do some, put the ointment over here. The child is not listening. He says, well, it will heal, no problem. No problem. It will heal by itself. And you get, God forbid, someone get infection, right? Infection reach to his bone. What's going to happen? It's dangerous for the body now, right? The doctor, the surgeon, they will say, well, we need to cut the hand in order to save him. Okay. Mother, she is saying, oh, surgeon, please, please, I beg you to cut the hand of my child. Is she saying that out of hate or out of love? Love. And even she's ready to pay like hundreds of $1,000 for that, right? The same love from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will keep telling you, He sent all these prophets, all these angels, all these that, oh my children, oh Bani Adam, I love you. I'm Rahman and Rahim. I'm telling you, these sins are the wounds for your soul. These ibadat are needed, are the vitamins for your soul, are the food for your soul. Build your soul. Stay away from the sins. And people, they're not listening. They're doing backbiting. They're like stealing. They're eating haram. They're doing all those different kind of, and it's doing a wound on the soul. We are not feeling it, but the wounds are on the soul. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, well, my children, I will invite you to this month of Ramadan. I am the guest, okay? That's why Ramadan, you says, what is that Ramadan? Shahrullah. Allah invited all of us in Shahrullah. Why Allah invited all of us? He says, well, you know what? I want to make sure that you get cured, okay? You need to do what? I understand you got wounds. You didn't remove those sins. What you need to do? You need to remove it. Through what? Istighfar. Istighfar is that ointment on that soul, okay? Istighfar is nothing separate. These words are not separate. Its effects on the soul right there, okay? Just understand this part, that we and our actions are not separate. There is an immediate effect right there. It's live effect. As soon as I says Allahu Akbar, that Allahu Akbar, if I say it with my heart, it's affecting on my soul right there. As soon as I say Astaghfirullah Rabbi wa atubu, as soon as I said this istighfar, which with my heart, not like my tongue only, I'm doing it with my heart. As soon as I said that, it start putting an ointment on my wounds of the soul. On those sins. Sins are the wounds of the soul. Okay? It's putting an ointment. That's why this istighfar is coming from Ghafara. Ghafara is that healing. Healing. You know, sometimes when the wounds, like someone get cut and can open a big wound, big opening over there, what you do over there? You don't do just like you get the recipe from from the doctor, and you just do not just reciting, oh, like there are 2 ointments, one of them vitamin B, and you're not reading it. You're putting it. You're applying it, right? Astaghfar, you apply it on your soul. When you say Astaghfirullah Rabbi, actually you're thinking about that. Oh my God, I did that backbiting. I need to ask the forgiveness from Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and also I'm doing this decision that I'm not going to do it again. Oh Allah, forgive me that. As soon as you say that, ointment come on the wound, and it's filling that. Okay, it's filling that. We are in this. Okay. In fact, I switched all my topic. I was thinking I'm going to talk about I'tidar, but I went to somewhere else. Please recite aloud. But again, just going to give you one glimpse, and then I want to move. in love. No, you do ask sometime, and I'm going to talk. Okay, if you promise you're going to come, then I'm going to talk about this wilayah. Why we have to do this wilayah? Why this love of Ahlul Bayt is so important in our life? What's the obedience? Why the obedience of the parents is so important in our life? Okay, you cannot the soul. Allah Subhanahu wa Taala in this whole universe put in this whole universe of love, He put two most important elements. One of them immediately your parents, your mother and father. And the second one, Ahl Bayt, because Ahl Bayt, they are the spiritual father. Okay? This whole universe is based on father and son, mother and son, creator and the creation. That's the whole ideology. Okay? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that's why you see that. If I ask all the children, who is the most, okay, and now you understand, okay, probably, I don't know if you understand or not, but you probably know that who got the most sincere love for you? Who? No, acknowledge. There is like mom is not sitting here, she's outside over there. Go acknowledge it. Mom and dad, right? Okay, dad, they're behind, they're not listening, right? That's okay, do not turn back. I acknowledge, okay, I acknowledge now, okay? I was like you. I was when I was like a teenager. I said, "No, mom, she's giving me so much hard time. I don't know why you give me a hard time, right? Right? All the time. You want me to wake up on time. You want me to go brush. You want me to get a shower. You want me to go and like clean my room. Like I'm playing, mom. I used to do that all the time, but now, honestly, after this, I realized, no. The most sincere the parents, okay, and that's the most important thing. It's so important, it's so much effective on the soul that even at the time of the death, when this process is going on, and this separation from this soul and the body, that's the most important. One time, imagine, I'm going to tell you this true story, okay? Prophet Muhammad, his strength he has very strong strength. He has power, okay? He was sitting to a young guy who was dying. And here Prophet is sitting to him and he's asking, oh young guy, say La ilaha illallah. See, if someone will be able to say La ilaha illallah at the time of the death, that's very good for him. Okay? But it's not easy to say La ilaha illallah. Okay? It's not easy. You can think right now, oh, I can say 10 times in a second, La ilaha illallah, la ilaha illallah. No, I'm not talking about that. You have to say it by the heart. Okay? It's not by tongue. Tongue is closed. Okay? You have to say it by heart. And when you say it, when you believe in it, when you're acting on it, La ilaha illallah means that Tawheed, the same Tawheed we talk about, okay? That La ilaha illallah, okay? So, Prophet was sitting asking this guy to say La ilaha illallah. And this guy, he can't. His tongue was closed. He was not able to even repeat that word. And Prophet realized, he said one after other. He didn't do it. He was not able to do it. And then Prophet raised his hand and says, well, where is his mother or father? This is his father died, but mother, she's sitting over there. So Prophet asked, oh mother, do you have any problem with this child? Mother said, no, I don't. He says, no, just tell me, do you have any problem with this child? She said that, you know what? I didn't talk to him for the last 6 years. Prophet said, that's the reason. That's the reason his tongue is closed right now. He cannot speak La ilaha illallah. He cannot say La ilaha illallah. The Prophet came near this lady and says, for my sake, for me, look, this guy is definitely a Mu'min guy. That's why Prophet is sitting next to him. He's not kafir, okay? He's not kafir. He cannot say La ilaha illallah because mother, she is not happy. She's not happy. And Prophet came to the mother and says, for my sake, can you please forgive him? Because otherwise his death will be very hard. And here mom, she says, okay, Sheikh Abbas Qumi mentioned this in Manazil al-Akhirah. This incident, that's a famous incident which happened. And as soon as she said, then Prophet came back and said, say La ilaha illallah. And this time child opened the mouth and said, La ilaha illallah. And not only that, Jamaluddin Gurbaigani, he was one of the great eye, one of the great marja. And he was at the time of Ayatollah Burujerdi. For the children, Ayatollah Burujerdi, you heard the name Ayatollah Khomeini, right? Imam Khomeini, right? You heard that name, right? Imam Khomeini's teacher was Ayatollah Burujerdi. If you go, anyone will go to Qom, outside the Haram-e-Masuma, there is one biggest grave, like the highest, right? That's Ayatollah Burujerdi. He was the great marja. Like all these current Maraji, Ayatollah Makarim, everyone, they are the student of, somehow they are a student of Ayatollah Burujerdi. At the time of Ayatollah Burujerdi, there was Ayatollah Gulpaigani. One time, he was a marja and someone died, so people came and says, Aga, is it possible that you go and lead the prayer? He says, okay. He was a simple guy, an arif. He came and, when we buried the dead body, you probably noticed, right? That we do talqeen, right? Right? You do talqeen, right? Talqeen means that someone is holding the hand this way and someone is reciting and say all these things, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, and my kitab is Quran, and my prophet is Nabi, all these things, right? Ayatollah Gulpaigani, he was started reciting talqeen, and immediately, again, he was an arif, so this window got opened from the other world, and he saw that this guy is standing, his soul is standing, and around him there were satans. Satans are dancing around him. And he cannot say, he cannot repeat. Okay? That dead body cannot do anything. It's soul which is listening and responding. So he looked at it and saw that Saturn is dancing around this soul. So he got worried. He stopped talqeen right there. He came out from the grave and said, he saw that one side there were one old lady and a man, they were standing. And they were crying most. So he thought, must be, they are the parents. So he came near them, and he asked them, are you the father of this boy? He says, yeah, I am the father. He says, how is the child? He is religious, very good. He was praying all the time, on time, fasting, all Ramadan, and even outside Ramadan. And he was reading the religious book. He has lots of, his knowledge was good. Atul Gulpani said, look at his face and says, were you happy with this child? He says, yeah, but I was just unhappy with one thing. He says, what? He said, because of his knowledge, he used to sometimes do disrespect with me. Like, for example, the people are sitting and he's talking about a topic which is a scholarly topic, and I used to say something, he used to stop me, Father, you don't know anything. Come on, please stop. And I feel that, okay, it's my child. Look, it's not that he was knowledgeable. No, he was not knowledgeable, but the son, he was disrespecting father, although the son was a religious man. He was disrespecting his father. And that's why Satan was dancing around his head. So he asked, Ayatollah Gulpaigani, he said, is it possible to forgive your son? He says, yeah, I forgive. He says, no, say it by loud, that I'm Radi with him. He said, Radi, and now when Ayatollah Gulpani was talking, they were trying to close the grave. He says, no, stop. He came back and he started reciting talqeen again. And now he realized, he saw that the Saturn, they went away, and now this person is responding. And Ayatollah Gulpani said that, again, now I'm going to the second reason, okay? Why we have to come all these majalis, why we have to celebrate the wiladat of Imam. Aima, they are the spiritual father. Okay? Abdul Bagani said, when I closed the cover, I saw Imam Ali. He came and he said, now I'm going to take care of you. You go away. Please recite aloud, Salam. The second thing which will help for the final goal is the love of Ahlul Bayt.
Sure.
Love of Ahlul Bayt. Most important thing. Okay, do not exaggerate. Do not make them God. Do not make them Rab. What they are, they are. Okay? There is still the makhluk of Allah subhanahu. There is still the creation of Allah subhanahu. They are not Lord. Okay? They're not Lord. But their status is high. The same way, the parents, they're not Lord. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made their status higher. Why? There is a reason which I'm going to tell later on. The same thing with Ahlul Bayt alayhi salam. It's so high that you cannot even imagine. Let me tell you this in 8 minutes. I'm going to tell you this story and I'm going to finish. I'm not even going, this is my Masai. That's it. I'm going to go by that. In Iran, right now it's revolution, right? Before revolution, there was a king, right? What was that king? Pahlavi. That was a two father and son. They used to call Pahlavi. Before Pahlavi, there were Qachar. Qachar was like a dynasty, right? Different kings, one by one. One of them was Nasiruddin Shah. You probably heard the name. Nasiruddin Shah had a minister. His name was Amir Kabir. His name was Amir Kabir. Amir Kabir was a great scholar as well. Amir Kabir had some problem. He was a great scholar. He was a prime minister in the government of Nasiruddin Shah. For some reason, Nasiruddin Shah's mother got angry with Amir Kabir. And she ordered that Amir Kabir need to get killed. And you know how they killed him? There is still, if someone will go, for elders, if you go to Qom, 100 kilometers towards south, if you go, there is a city called Kashan. In Kashan, there is a Baghafin. Baghafin is a huge garden. There, it was a garden of Amir Kabir. And there is a small room. You can still go there. It's a hammam. There you see a statue. This Amir Kabir is sitting in his clothes of the shower, and this guy is standing with a knife. Okay, this exact place Amir Kabir got killed. How he got killed? This way. In the old days, they used to have for the health purpose, they used to cut two rug from here, two vein from here. Okay, and when the blood come out, they used to close that vein. Okay. Now, when they decided to kill Amir Kabir, they decided to keep Amir Kabir such a way that they open this vein and they're not going to close it. So that gradually the blood will come out and he will get the painful death. That was the decision made by the mother of Nasiruddin Shah. You understand? And that's how Amir Kabir died. Ayatollah Araki. Who's that guy? He's also a teacher of Imam Khomeini. He was alive even after the death of Imam. He died almost 97, 98. He was very old. Ayatollah Araki, one day he saw Amir Kabir in his dream. And saw that Amir Kabir passed away about 200 years ago, right? Now, Ayatollah Araki saw Amir Kabir in his dream, and how long is this in Urdu? All right. Amir Kabir ne Ayatollah Araki. Okay, I create excitement and I'm switching to, now I have to force to do some Masai in Urdu. Okay. Let me do this in English so the people there, they don't understand Urdu, they can get. Otherwise, they will be tashna, they will be thirsty. Okay. So, Ayatollah Araki saw Amir Kabir, he is in paradise. Oh my God. In Barzakh, he has this huge palace. And like, oh my God. He said, Amir Kabir, how you got that status? Is that because you were active against Baha'i? Baha'i was at his time, okay? Or were you against all those other, like, you were doing serving Islam? And he says, no, no, no. He was keep saying no. I'm just skipping right now because the time is there. So I said, then what happened? How you got all these rewards? He said, just one thing I did. I just did one thing. You know what he did? He said, when they cut my vein, and I was sitting, and the blood started coming, and after a while, you know, when the blood comes out, person feels thirst, right? That's a automatic, right? Because if you drink the water, then going to process and make a blood. So automatically the body start asking for the water. He says, my blood was gradually coming out and I'm feeling thirsty. You know, the servant was standing there. So I decided I'm going to turn my face and ask that servant, can you please give me one glass of water? So I turned my face and I would like to ask him right there, right there. I said, hold on. His name was Taqi, Muhammad Taqi. He said, Muhammad Taqi, these are the two men that cut. And I'm so thirsty. What about my Mawla Hussein? When he died, he had 270 wounds on his body. And not a small wound. His whole body was covered with the blood. And you know how thirsty he was. How thirsty. He said, I did this other for Hussein. And when they buried me right in the grave, as soon as they closed my grave, Imam Hussein came. He said, Amir Kabir, you you did adab for our thirst. Here, here's all this reward for you. All this reward for you. I think the time is over. Inshallah, I promise I'm going to do Masai next time. I think that's enough Masai. Just remember the first of Imam, inshallah. May Allah accept this ibadah, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give the maghfirah for all these marhumeen. We took their names, inshallah. All the names I mentioned earlier. And all the marhumeen of all the jam of this, all the people that gathered in this majlis. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give thawab of this majlis for all those marhumeen, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give health to all the sick people, all the marda. We give the aulad for all the people there be aulad, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala जो लोग बे औलाद हैं उन्हें औलाद अता फरमाए, जो बेरोजगार हैं उन्हें रोजगार अता फरमाए, जो मरीज हैं उन्हें शिफा अता फरमाए, जो बेयार मददगार हैं उनकी मदद फरमाए इंशाअल्लाह, जो मुश्किलात में उनकी मुश्किलात को दूर फरमाए, लोगों की हाजात को मोमिनीन और मोमिनात की हाजात को पूरा फरमाए। देखिए ये वक्त दुआ के कबूल होने का है, जो वक्त मिल रहे हैं इफ्तार का वक्त, इस वक्त आप दुआ किया कीजिए। अल्लाह सुब्हानहू व तआला हमारे जितने मरहूमीन हैं, हमारे जितने आबा व अजदाद जो हमसे गुजर चुके हैं, जो आज हमारे दरमियान नहीं है, हमारे दोस्त अहबाब, हमारे जितने लोग सब उन सब की मग़फ़िरत फरमाए। हमें और हमारे बच्चों को हिदायत अता फरमाए, हमें अहले बैत की मोहब्बत पे कायम रखे, हमारी आक़िबत बिल खैर हो इंशाअल्लाह। इमाम ज़माना का ज़हूर अता फरमा और हमें और हमारी औलाद को उनके आवान और अंसार में करार दे। रहम अल्लाहु मन क़रअ अल-फ़ातिहा मअस-सलावात।